pull his team back together against USC. TJ Duckett trying to pull State back together after a loss to Indiana last week. Spartans, Boilers in the fog.
We're back in West Lafayette, Indiana. The Purdue Boilermaker train hoping to garner a little steam and momentum and hopefully roll down the track against their opponent, Michigan State. Right now, let's go to Holly Rowe.
Thank you, Mark. Talking with Michigan State's head trainer, Jeff Monroe, he said that Jeff Smoker is cleared to play. In fact, Smoker has responded well to treatment. His slightly sprained left shoulder looked good in warm-ups. Bobby Williams, though, said after warm-ups he wanted Damon Dowdell to start. Their first key to the game today is establishing the running game. They feel like they can do that with TJ Duckett and the athletic skills of Damon Dowdell. He has proven to be a strong threat in the running game. So we can see Jeff Smoker if it becomes necessary for Michigan State, but as you said, Damon Dowdell will get the start.
All right, thank you. And Bobby Williams, the second-year head coach for the Michigan State Spartans, says that he's very confident that his team will respond and play well today. Meanwhile, on the other side of the field, his counterpart, Joe Tiller, in his 5th season. He really doesn't know. He had some question marks, some serious ones about this team still searching for an identity, Chris, 8 games into the season.
He's talking about being physical, Mark. So watch for the first play of the game. We're supposed to run a toss sweep with a crack by one of the wide receivers to set the tone physically for this Purdue offense.
Points. 3rd and 8 for the Spartans. Dowdell, incomplete, intended for Rogers. Rogers calling for a flag, but it was broken up by Landon Johnson.
So that was a nice throw by Dowdell on the run, throwing back a dangerous throw. Showed some good composure here, buying time. They brought the tight end in right here to help block Aiken Adell to keep him occupied a little bit. They run a nice little TE game. His option's not there. That's all right. I'm not going to panic. Even though I'm a freshman, I'm not going to panic. Check all my receivers. Makes a good throw here. See Landon Johnson.
No doubt. Utah native. 1st and 10 for Michigan State. Duckett plowing his way out beyond the 5 to the 7. Brought down by Sean Phillips.
That's a nice...
Duckett plowing his way out beyond the 5 to the 7. Brought down by Sean Phillips.
That's a nice...
Duckett plowing his way out beyond the 5 to the 7. Brought down by Sean Phillips.
That's a nice...
2nd down and 7. Backside of the eye. Moss and Duckett behind the quarterback, Dowdell, who keeps it himself. Runs into trouble back at the 1. It'll be 3rd down and long for the defense. 3rd and 12. Almost picked off, intended for Hagan at the 30. Schweigert almost made the interception.
Yeah, Schweigert had a great bank on the ball, and Ashante Woodward did a nice job of covering. You see the receiver, they know it's coming. They're playing a cover 2. 1, 2. He's coming to make a break on the football, going up at the highest point. Actually a well-thrown ball, but a great angle taken by Schweigert to break that pass up. That's a well-done job of playing cover 2, though. The receiver underneath, the safety over top.
39-yard line. Let's go down to Hawley.
Guys, today's game is very personal for Stuart Schweigert of Purdue. He has a personal rivalry with number 1, the wide receiver from Michigan State, Charles Rogers, that dates all the way back to high school. Stuart says he hasn't been playing well the last 3 games, and today he wanted to make a statement. Charles and Stuart raced against each other, track and field. Stuart beat him one time, the only time Charles Rogers ever lost. So this is a personal battle, not only for Stuart Schweigert, but Charles Rogers.
Yeah, there's Rogers, who came 2nd in 10 for the Spartan offense. Dowdell still in the game. Almost picked off, intended for Rogers, and let's go to Reese. Almost picked off, intended for Rogers, and let's go to Reese. Almost picked off, intended for Rogers, and let's go to Reese. They run the counter to Duckett. Duckett waiting for a hole, but didn't really bust into one, Chris.
Yeah, you know, that's not a good play, in my opinion, for T.J. Duckett. He's a straight-ahead runner. You got to get him the ball and let him hit up inside. He's not
Taking on Purdue. We are back. Zeros on the scoreboard. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Almost picked off, and a great play by Phillips, who got one of those big paws extended.
Yeah, that was a good job of recognition by Phillips. What it was a zone blitz mark off the wide side of the field. That means the defensive end on the short side of the field is going to drop. You'll see Phillips drop right here. Good job of recognition. 3-step drop. Gets his hands up and gets in the flight path of the ball and the receiver. Well done. Right there, you see him dropping there. Big defensive end dropping out. That's an athlete for you. It shows a little burn.
Got some surprises for us. Little trickery there. 1st and 10. He fumbles it. Adel recovers it. Purdue has the ball.
You talk about making amends. Mitrione makes amends. Beats his man one-on-one and does a great job of not only making the tackle, but stripping the football kid, Mark. Both teams doing a great job of that. But I like that kid. I mean, we saw him earlier in the year against Northwestern. He makes a lot of plays, and he's a tough guy. You see him beat the cup block, strip the ball. See how he stripped the ball there, Mark? See that? That's what we talk about right there. Got that right in there and ripped it out of there. Makes a great play.
Mitrione, one of the leaders on that defensive unit, and after the game last week, he was vocally said, "I'm pretty damn salty right now."
Yeah.
We tried to address some things last week, and obviously it didn't do anything, but he comes out on defense. Their best starting field position of the day for Dowdell. Dangerously into traffic. Incomplete.
You know, that was a poor decision. Look at Bobby's down there talking to him. Run the football or throw it away. Do not throw it into the middle of the field.
Schweigert almost came up with the pick.
You see Rogers coming in right here. He's got 2 guys on him. He's got Johnson, Rogers underneath him. He's trying to go deep downfield. A lot of
charges, so it says. 1st down and 10 for the Spartans. Little waggle. Dowdell complete to Haygood for the 1st down on Purdue's side of midfield at the 47-yard line. Haygood now with a reception in 20 consecutive games. Schweigert making the stop, number 9.
And Kevin Nesfield, a sophomore defensive end, is coming out of the game.
10th play of the Michigan State drive, 3rd and 5. Almost picked off and then almost caught by Rogers. Stuart Schweigert going up against his high school rival, number 1, Charles Rogers.
Well, Damon Dowdell's got to put a little bit of air under that ball because he didn't see Schweigert sitting on the hash mark to make a break on the football. See Schweigert right here, sitting on the hash, reading the quarterback size, and you see him break on the football over there. He does there. He's got to put air under it, throw it to the outside. It looked like Haygood wasn't ready for the Rogers wasn't ready for the football.
He was the Spartans' offensive player of the week ago. Flowers with a gaping hole up the middle. And another 1st down for the Spartans. Flowers with a gaping hole up the middle. And another 1st down for the Spartans. Flowers with a gaping hole up the middle. And another 1st down for the Spartans. Game continues. Duckett stopped up. It's been a tough day for number 8. Charge led by Landon Johnson, number 47 on Duckett.
That's a great job by Landon Johnson to fill in a hole. He's giving up 30 pounds to Duckett. And I tell you, he hits him up. It's 1 step and wrap, 2 steps and squeeze, and puts him on the ground. Bam! 1 step and wrap, 2 steps and squeeze. Plus, he's got a big hog offensive lineman laying on his back. Nice job, Landon. Way to fill the hole.
3rd and goal, Chris.
1 touchdown to Carolina.
Hey, Reese, basketball started for Duke. That's the good news. Here's Duckett. Is it a fumble? Yes, it was. Purdue ball.
And Landon Johnson coming backside from his linebacker shot. Gets his head across the bow mark. Close the gate in front of the ball like we talked about. Then has the presence of mind to strip the football. We've seen that all day. That's good defensive football.
Each team now with a couple of turnovers. One more look.
Watch Joe Odom come up and fill the hole. Right there. Bam! Joe Odom forces the cup fight. There's Landon Johnson. No, Nico. Nico, you see the strip? Nico strips the ball there, rips his fingers off, gets the ball out. That's a great job by Nico.
And Sean Phillips Phillips, number 22, got the loose ball. 1st and 10 from the 29 for the Boilermakers. And Orton is going to be ruled down when he fell back to the 26.
They had good penetration on Michigan State's defensive line. The offensive line pushed it back a little bit. They won the pad level battle up front. Looks like somebody stepped. Yep, center stepped on his foot.
If he's on the ground with the ball, then they whistle it.
Yep.
Let's see if the offense can take advantage of the takeaway. So far this year, they haven't been able to. Lowe stops up right at the line of scrimmage to the 25 by Lonnie Simmons.
Hey, Ronnie Simmons. Nice job on the inside stunt right there. Beating Kelly Butler. Kelly Butler's got to cut him off. He's got to get out of his stance. That time Simmons beat him off the ball. Got to cut him off, Kelly.
3rd down and 2 for Joe Tiller's offense. Check that, 3rd down and 12. Go with a 2-back set. Now Lowe is a single back. Orton out of the shotgun. He's brought down to the line of scrimmage by Labinjo. It'll be 4th down. And Travis Dorsch is walking onto the field.
The safe call, conservative call. Why? Because you got one of the top kickers in the country that has a chance to put points for you on the board to take the lead. Maybe they didn't want to risk a chance of throwing the ball downfield and getting intercepted. Let Travis go ahead and try to put us in the lead here. Being us, being Purdue.
He's climbing the charts among Big Ten leaders all time. This one coming from 42 yards out. He's 15 of 19 on the season. He's about as automatic as you can get. He is perfect on the year between 30 and 50 yards. Travis Dorsch, the All-American candidate, gives Purdue a 3-point lead.
Good snap, good hold. That plant foot's pointing right down the middle of the pipes. Dorsch is able to nail it. It's a good job of protection by that Purdue offensive line. And he knows it's good. Just hang in there. That's it.
Yeah, he is a monument to confidence right now. Joe Tiller telling us that there was a time last year when he would miss what he considered a makeable field goal and come over to Tiller on the sidelines and stand beside him, and Dorsch would be talking to himself.
Yeah, Joe asked him, who are you talking to? You're not talking to me, are you?
He's worked those things out. And he's a finalist for the Groza Award as well as the Ray Guy Award. Now 15 of 15 from inside 50 yards.
You know, Michigan State's a resilient team, Mark. Just how they handle their injuries all year. Now this is a chance for them to respond on the road, being down 10-7 in the 3rd quarter. They have to get T.J. Duckett involved in the ball game somehow, some way.
And that was one of the few times Purdue's offense has been able to take advantage of a takeaway. They at least got a field goal. Haygood had a notion. Littlejohn said, no, we'll take it on the 20. Back to Reese in the studio.
All right, to the shoe, Illinois, Ohio State. Craig Krenzel in there, quarterback. He hadn't thrown a pass before today, but Krenzel handles the blitz nicely and drops it right on Michael Jenkins. Terrific catch. They went for 2 against my better judgment, missing 21-16. They didn't ask me, though. Indiana and Penn State, Larry Johnson going in for the 2nd time on the day and 2nd time of the season. Penn State now up by a touchdown on the Hoosiers.
All right, Michigan State 1st and 10 on its own 20. 3:31 to play in the 3rd quarter. I'm Mark Jones along with Chris Spielman and Holly Rowe. Flowers stopped up at the line of scrimmage.
Good football player. I'll give him that. He can do a lot of things from that position.
Yeah, well, his mouth isn't writing checks that his body can't cash. Dowdell on the screen. Flowers brought down, and a loose ball stripped again. Purdue has it at the 20. Rogers made the recovery.
You know, why is this team plus 10 in turnovers, Mark? Because they work on it in practice. And they understand the importance of going in there and trying to dig the ball out, especially the 2nd man in on the hit. Like we see Nico do the previous series, we'll see it here again. The 2nd man comes in and strips the ball. Ruxback preaches that.
There's the first.
Right there. Landon Johnson understands it. Comes in and rips the ball out. Well, I'd love to see things that are pushed on a practice field.
Efforts this year, most notably against Michigan recently, and before that against Northwestern. Haygood's going to get a chance. He's got 2 kickoff returns this year. Tried to get to the perimeter and just chopped down at the 22 by number 9, Stuart Schweigert. Time now for our Aflac trivia question, and Michigan State head coach Bobby Williams. 2nd down and 10. Dowdell almost picked off.
Incomplete, out of bounds.
Boy, that was Sean Phillips all the way back there.
Yeah, that's that zone blitz that they've been effective with so far this game. That's twice that Sean Phillips has been involved in getting his hands on the ball during the pass. You'll see right here, he almost keeps his feet in bounds to make a great interception. Let's take a look. Oh, that's a good job.
255 pounds, running like a deer.
Wow. I tell you that the defense knows its pass. They'll be coming again. I wouldn't be surprised if I see another type of zone blitz.
1st down and 10. Dowdell continues to impress. Rogers with another 1st down at the 46.
Yeah, he's making these throws with people in his face too, Mark. He's taking shots.
Damon Dowdell, the redshirt freshman quarterback, with another strike.
Right here.
Pressure.
He's waiting for Haygood to sit down in that curl so he can deliver the football. And there's Mitrione delivering the blow to him. And I tell you, Michigan State, they don't have any more cans of quarterback to open up.
Dowdell. They blitz. His 3rd consecutive completion to Haygood near the 40.
Again, the presence of mind not to panic and run the football. Drive alive.
3rd catch of the day for the tight end. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Flowers. Down to the 2. It's 1st and goal. Michigan State. Rogers gave him a good block on the play.
Yeah, and Flowers has stepped up, Mark. He's been in the ball game ever since Duckett fumbled the ball early in the 3rd quarter. Watch this here. See the big split right there? That left the fullback get in on Landon Johnson. And Landon Johnson's got to turn the ball the other way. He's got to keep his outside arm free. He hit the fullback with his inside arm, got pinned.
A 61-yard punt by Dorsch. 1st and 10 Spartans. Dowdell fumbles it. Touchdown Purdue.
We talk about turnovers and what Purdue does with turnovers. Their offense struggling, putting points on the board after turnovers. They say to themselves, hey, boy, let's pick one up ourselves and take it in.
An unfortunate turn of events for Dowdell. Coach Williams maybe telling him you got to tuck that away a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's what he is telling him, Mark.
Matt Terrell recovering the loose ball and scampering into the end zone. That was a momentum killer for Michigan State. There's still plenty of time remaining. Dorsch in for the extra point. And Purdue has a 10-point lead. We're going to stay right here.
Well, if you're talking about a young guy making a mistake, this might be his only mistake. He's trying to make a play to get his arm clear. And he does so, but he tries to bring his arm over the top. These are big guys. You see right here, it's a play action. Landon Johnson, guy that's been all over the field, strips the ball away. The presence of mind of Terrell to pick it up and take it in for a big man. That's not easy to do for a big fella to bend those knees. See, Landon Johnson's been all over the field today. He really is. He's a football player. Big defensive lineman scored a touch. Hey, that's a baby spike, too.
They never get to touch the ball.
No, but that's hard to do, Mark, to pick up a ball off the ground on a run like that for a big guy, 6'3", 289. He's a deep bender. Had the presence of mind to pick it up and secure the football and take it in. Plenty of time, though, for Michigan State. They're only 10 points down. And with the big play threats that they have, especially in Haygood and Rogers, they can get back into this game real quick. And the way Dowdell's playing today, besides that last play, he's been a solid football player. He's got a chance to make amends for it.
The Purdue defense taking scoring matters into their own hands. Been a lot of talk of late about how they feel about quick 3-step drop, and Haygood gets the 1st down at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, you got to get lined up and run your 2-minute offense. That's easy to say.
2nd and 10. They come with a blitz. Dowdell sacked at midfield. They got to him.
Well, you got to recognize the blitz and get rid of the football. That time he tried to make a play and break contain on the blitz. I'll tell you, Landon Johnson again. Bringing the pressure and forcing him outside.
Loss of 6.
Trying to get the ball snap.
Rogers split to the top of your screen. And it's picked off by Odom. Dowdell was locked on Rogers the whole way.
Yeah, Joe Odom read it beautifully. I saw his eyes the whole time, Mark. He recognized the route, ran right in front of it, broke on the look of the quarterback instead of the throw. Take a look at it. Nice play, Joe. You see him right here. Right here he is. He's going to look at it right now. And watch him. As the play develops, he's going to break on the look of the quarterback. You see he's starting to run over there. Makes a nice catch on the run for a linebacker. That's not easy to do. It gets out of bounds.
He wants to take that one to the house.
Got it, Miami.
Yeah. One of those things that make you say, Many questions that, well, a lot of things that made Joe Tiller say, and wonder this year. 24-4 against top 10. 18-0 against unranked opponents, so they're taking care of business.
Job.
Yeah, really did.
They never quit, and they played hard, just like Bobby Williams told us they would.
Dowdell on the day, 24 of 44 passing for 304 yards. For a young man who wasn't sure that he'd be starting today, he did admirable work. And his last pass is picked off by Stuart Schweigert. And that ties him for the career lead in interceptions. Well, Bobby Williams, quarterback, took a shot. He threw it downfield. They had to.
No, you got to take your shots, yeah. I mean, you need to make something happen. Hopefully get an onside kick and make something else happen. A la the Chicago Bears.
And Schweigert is one player that thought about going to Michigan State at one point. Bobby Williams a little bit disappointed that he didn't get him to go, but
yeah, that's tough to lose an in-state kid to an opponent at a Big Ten school.
Out of Saginaw, Michigan. His parents on hand here today to accept an award for him, and Bobby Williams will head back to the proverbial drawing board as his team will fall to 5-4 on the season.
Burglar at quarterback.
Burglar in a quarterback for Purdue. Stu Schweigert bringing back memories of Rod Woodson here at Purdue. Another tremendous athlete. Don't forget, coming up next, it's the College Game Day Scoreboard Show. News, scores, and highlights from a very busy Saturday afternoon in college football.
15-29.
Purdue becomes bowl eligible with its 6th win of the season. That'll be the last play of the game.